What if success in the restaurant industry meant serving fewer customers, not more? Today we're exploring a revolutionary dining concept that's challenging everything we thought we knew about hospitality.
You've got me intrigued. What kind of restaurant are we talking about here?
Picture this, a restaurant with just one single table. Not a cozy bistro, not a small dining room, literally one table in the entire establishment. And here's the kicker. It became one of the most sought-after reservations in the city.
Hmm, that seems to go against every principle of restaurant economics. How could that possibly work?
Well, that's exactly what makes this story so fascinating. The owner, Theo, completely reimagined the dining experience. Instead of focusing on volume and turnover, he created something that's become increasingly rare in our digital age: genuine human connection.
So, what made this place so special beyond just having one table?
Before serving any food, Theo would ask each guest a simple but profound question: what kind of day did you have? And from there, he'd craft a completely personalized menu based on their emotional state.
That's actually quite brilliant, turning dining into a form of emotional care. But let's talk numbers. How did he make this financially viable?
You know what's interesting? While a typical restaurant operates on 3 to 5% profit margins, Theo's overhead was significantly lower. No wait staff, minimal food waste, smaller space. Plus, he could charge premium prices for what became known as therapeutic dining.
Right. And I imagine word of mouth marketing was incredibly powerful for something this unique.
Exactly. And here's a fascinating statistic. Studies show that customers tell an average of 9 people about a positive experience. But in Theo's case, the viral effect was exponentially higher because of how unique and personal the experience was.
That reminds me of the Japanese concept of omotenashi, the art of anticipating and fulfilling people's needs before they even realize them.
Oh, that's such a perfect comparison. And you know what's really interesting? In an era where restaurants are getting louder and more impersonal, with average noise levels now exceeding 80 decibels in many establishments, Theo created this peaceful sanctuary where people could actually connect.
But don't you think this model would be hard to replicate? It seems like its uniqueness is part of what made it successful.
Well, that's what makes this story so powerful. It's not about copying the one table concept exactly. It's about understanding the underlying principle. In a world where businesses are obsessed with scaling up, sometimes scaling down can create more value.
This reminds me of the broader trend we're seeing in consumer behavior, people increasingly valuing experiences over possessions.
Exactly right. Studies show that 78% of millennials would rather spend money on experiences than material things. Theo tapped into this shift by creating something that wasn't just a meal. It was a memorable moment, a story worth sharing.
So, what can other businesses learn from this approach?
The key insight is that sometimes less really is more. In an age where the average person is bombarded with over 5,000 marketing messages per day, Theo created something rare: a space for undivided attention and genuine connection.
That's quite a powerful lesson for any business, the value of doing one thing exceptionally well rather than many things adequately.
And here's what I find most fascinating. This approach challenged traditional metrics of success. Instead of measuring covers per night or revenue per square foot, success was measured in the depth of experience and emotional impact.
It's almost like he created a new category entirely.
Exactly. And in doing so, he proved something remarkable: that in a world obsessed with more, sometimes the most innovative solution is to do less, but do it with more intention, more care, and more meaning.
That's really what we're all looking for, isn't it? Not just transactions, but transformations.
And that's perhaps the most powerful lesson from this story. Sometimes the smallest things can make the biggest impact, especially when they're done with intention and care. In a world that's constantly telling us to go bigger, go faster, do more, there's something revolutionary about choosing to do less, but doing it extraordinarily well.